How's it going? Just got home. Made a coffee, obviously. Went to the toilet. When I finished the video yesterday, and I was sitting at the back table, editing the video, I remembered I forgot the impulse hose. I don't know where it goes, so that's what we're doing right now. See if we can complete the saw, get it running properly and whatnot. So I'm going to remove the carb tray, so to speak. So I can have a look at where it's got to go. First time working on one, so I'm kind of winging it. It's very much like a 2511T, but different, with a Stihl touch, German touch. Okay. Doesn't go in there. I can see it's just sitting there. It must plug into the handle. I'd have to probably remove the carb again, which is quite easy. Unplug that. Take the handle half off to get the throttle linkage out. Carbs off. I should be able to pry the, got to get that screw out first. Jesus. Take the bar and chain, the side cover off. Just to get this AV screw out. Just to lift that enough to see where the plugs into the handle right there. the impulse. Yeah, it should run like a saw. Yep, it's on now. Pull the boot back on. There, put it all back together. The ring back in there. Pull the primer set up out of the way, push it back up. I know you just can't see what I'm doing, I'm sorry, but that's how it is. Put that back there. Screw. Now I'm going to have to retune it, obviously, because it's should be right. Choke lever. Excuse me. Rightio. Make sure it's on. The impulse. Where to put the nut? Okay. Carb nuts. Tuning grommet. Air filter that way. Moment of truth. Prime it up. High idle, choke. Knew that would happen. Righto, now let's set the tune properly. One and a quarter. It's a governed carb, high screw, so we'll go halfway in the middle. Wind the idle up a bit. Go inside and make a cut with it. Back in the jiffy. Bit of yellow box, let's give it a crack.
.43 gauge semi-chisel height. Thanks for watching, Guru.
How's it going? What do we all think? First time I ran one. Didn't use much fuel, so that's a bonus. What's the restart like? I've been sitting here, just watched the last video. Just waiting for the sound to go back to normal. I notice in some other videos I start yakking. It's where the saw was bought originally or sold. Kerry's Motors Proprietary Limited, 28 Great Western Highway. Something Heights. New South Wales 2777. I reckon I know where that is because I'm a New South Wales boy. Anyway, What do I think? First time running it, not too bad. I want to try it with a 050 gauge chain. I've got a 12-inch. Brand new, actually. That's 14. I find that's a little bit too big. For what I'll be using it for. I got this bar and chain for the Ross for Sawfeast. It never fit. Had to modify it more. So I want to test. I think it's a 12. I've got two actually. What's that? Is that a 12? Yes. It's got a safety chain on it, but I'll modify that. It's a 12-inch. It's not advertised for this, but it should fit, because that's why I got them. They fit MS170s, 80s, 170s, 180s. Ah. No, they don't. It'll work if I drill a oil hole in it. Hang on a jiffy. It does actually, and 12 looks pretty good on this. It's whether I've got the travel in the adjuster. 2 seconds. I can't show you. Can't show you, but I can angle this down. You can see the chain though. See if I got the adjustment in the screw to run this bar. If I do, then I'll run it. Not sure what's happening here. It seems to be jumping. Because the screw's not holding it in there. Put it back on and I'll pull it out to roughly where it's got to go. Then I'll do a quick cut with it on another piece of wood. Okay. Get my drill. 2-in-1 drill bit. Step drill bit, sorry. I've got to drill the hole. Move it over here, about there. It's blunt. Done. Okay. Wipe that off. Mount the bar. I'll have to put the side cover on to hold the adjuster in place because there's no screw in it. Yeah, 12 inches is a better size, I think. Okay, now we're working, it's tightening up. I think it's just maxed out. No, still going. Ah, gotta get another piece of wood. Leave it about there. We'll start it and give it a revolution. See that? It just loosened off. Tighten it up. Let's go make another cut real quick and you let me know what you guys think it goes like. If you've ever ran one, I'll use Messmate now because it's a bit better cutting than the yellow box, and I'll gauge it. Catch you out there. Second test, 12-inch Carlton 050 safe tip bar and chain combo on some Messmate. Buttons playing up, might need a new battery. What do you all think? Coffee's going cold. I'm impressed. Not superly over impressed, but The deflector can be opened up more. Oils like crazy. I don't know if they're adjustable. No. I got it for nothing. I had to buy the starter. That was $25, I think. I got it from Jono. No, I didn't. I got it from Sean, sorry. Jono ones is about $50. It looks mag alloy, but it's a plastic saw, so they obviously jack their prices up. The flag hole, this is how it came. Someone's broke it off. I'll get a side cover from Sean and I'll take the flag off. It's light, not as light as a 2511T, but light enough to throw it around in a tree. I mean, once it's in the log, you're pulling on it, but if you take your rakers down, you won't have to. I mean, this is a brand new, out of the packet bar and chain. You just saw me get it out. The door come opened. I did touch it, but it didn't stay in. The door's dropped, I think. I've got a bolt through it to hold it shut. So safety chain. I could sort that out, but looking at this, the breakers, you got to file both, rightio, but I can change the chain. Got some I'll get one from Sean. 050 45 drive link. I'd like to see a full chisel, low profile 50 gauge chain on it. But this video was for you guys. If you've ever come across a 192, 193, I don't know what they changed on the 3, but that starter fits both models. I thought it was a 3. It said somewhere on it was a 193, but then the sticker on the back says 192T, 30cc. I had possibly might still have. I had one of these, missing the crank cylinder piston in a plastic bag here. Lockie had a rear handle version, so like a 300 series Mac. The rear handle sits about here. I gave him the bag. It had the starter. His had a starter. His needed clutch, I think. So I give him it all. I said, here you go. I'll probably never even get one or see one. I did have the chassis, threw it out, because I said I'd probably never see one in my working on life. And then a box came from Reese and this was in it, minus the starter. I searched for hours, then I remembered I give Lockie the bag of one of these torn down. Not to worry. This is for you guys, let me know how it runs. I'll obviously search one running in stock form. This is stock form, just a little bit more intake. Not much, to be honest. But that'll suit me just fine. Just, that's dead timber I'm cutting. Obviously they're built for mostly green, living up in a tree, pruning, etc. That's it. I'll go and modify and edit the video now, upload it. I've got to go to bed at reasonably early. I've got to get up 3 o'clock in the morning to go Dandenong to do some asphalt back here. Have a good night. Next installment for me, I don't know. I'm doing another 041. I've got enough footage of working on those up on YouTube. I did build this the other day, or last week. .6702 with a 6700 cylinder intake boot, 6702 piston, 6702 carb. It's a 6702 with a different cylinder. See if she's got some fuel in it. If it does, I'll start it up and show you as it runs. It doesn't sound very well, but it does run. I think the crank bearings might be gone. It's got a modified 268 side cover. See if she cooperates. Oils its you know what off, shoots out the top because I haven't got where I cut the chain brake flag mount. There's a hole there, so it shoots oil everywhere. That's the 22-inch Husky bar that was on the ported 394. This one right here. I've got to do a video of this. I'm going to send it Farmatech 066 with a red light rear handle, full rappy, oh, 3/4 rappy. "18" semi setup. Took it to Sawfeast. Wouldn't run. Flooded itself. This is the Farmatech carb. Never had an issue up until I done a base gasket delete. Piston was hitting the cylinder. I ground some off the crown of the piston, put it back in, and from that time on it wouldn't. I started it, ran it here a couple of seconds just to make sure, switched it off. Took it to Sawfeast, got it, picked it up, flooded straight away. So I put it back down and said I'll worry about it another day. The other day came, this was a few weeks ago now. Got it to start and run, but it was spitting back pretty hardcore, and when you turn it, the saw off, it was smoking out the intake. This is the Farmatech carb here. So I can't remember, but I think this, I put half the carb kit in, it's like swapped it over to this OE 660 carb. It has some problems as well. Does idle though, but not on this saw. How do I put it? It'll sit there and idle, but it doesn't sound very good. Possibly because this is a ported saw. If I put that on the genuine OE saw I got over there that I built up from the cases up, it might run it properly. It never used to idle. You'd have to feather the trigger. So I've got the carb that's on this is the genuine Wildbro from Jono and Jono, which is same as this, only it doesn't have this top plate. It's got one of these plates with a nipple out here, and it comes with an adapter grommet that goes where this goes. It's hard to explain, I'd have to show you, but that's in this saw now. Farmatech, genuine Wildbro carb, and I've got a genuine Tilly HS 120A, I think they are, from Sean, which is the Tillotson version of this copy, but this is a Wildbro copy. It's got that's on the OE build, the Tilly. I might do a quick start on this so you can hear it for a second. The neighbour's home, so I've got to be quiet now. But the Farmatech 660, I've got to replace the AV mount there. They keep breaking. This one I've got to push the decomp every pull. got a pop-up piston in it. Normally it runs. Thanks for watching. That's been quite a long video. Once it's finished, let me know if you've run one. Did you like it? Did it perform like this on camera? Seems alright to me. Been sitting for 20 minutes and it fires straight up. Thanks for watching, hooroo. See you on the next one.